What do you think about Kanye West going on the Alex Jones podcast and making some comments about Nazis and Hitler? Got thoughts about it? If you watch the video, and I watched a good amount of almost 3 hours of Kanye West on the Alex Jones program, and I can tell you what they're reporting about Kanye, he said that, but it's taken out of context. See, how can I put this? Kanye West is a dope. And he also may have mental issues. Boom. That's Kanye West. And that's who Kanye West has always been. What Kanye West said about Hitler? Crazy. So out there that, what are you even talking about? But, so what? Just a guy ranting on a podcast, trying to outwit others and say there's some redeeming quality in everyone. Everyone has some good in them, even Hitler, even Nazis. I don't think that anyone who watches the podcast with Kanye West and Alex Jones is going to leave it going, great job, Kanye. But the thing that's pissing me off about it is that there's all this pressure in the system for black folks like myself, commentators, journalists, and those scholars to disavow, denounce, and repudiate Kanye West. It doesn't make sense. 10 times more black people died during the slave trade than died with Hitler and the Nazis in Germany. But no one had a problem with Kanye West saying that those 10 generations of dead black people from the transatlantic slave trade chose to be slaves. No one said you had to disavow them. No one said you had to repudiate them. No one said you had to pull merchandise off the shelves. No one said you should disassociate yourself, run for the hills. He's so offensive. But when he talked about a certain group of people, all of a sudden, we must throw them to the wolves. And you know what? I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. I'm not with it. I'm not with this thing where we're going to selectively be outraged. But when it's black people getting picked on and stomped on, no outrage. They kicked Kanye off Twitter. Meanwhile, they're complaining that Twitter has a lot more hate speech on it. And they want you to think it's all about trans people or homophobia or about anti-Semitism. But when you look at the graphs, you'll see that hate speech towards black people is up 200%. Hate speech with other groups is not above 50%. So they leave us out of these conversations. They don't fight for us. They don't defend us. And then they want us to throw people like Kanye to the wolves, people that we already said, hey, what's wrong with this guy? This guy needs help. Get this guy out of here. He needs to go see a doctor. He needs to get on his medication. People say, Tim, I don't know if Kanye West has a mental issue. If the brother did not have a mental issue before this week or before this month, he sure has one now. He lost about $1 billion. Now, some people are saying, well, you know what? He wanted to lose that money. He wanted to get out of those contracts. $1 billion? You think he really wanted to lose $1 billion? Okay. What about the fact he just got ordered to pay $200,000 per month to Kim Kardashian? If that doesn't drive you crazy, what will? Hell, every hour of every day. Hell, every minute of every day, there's somebody on social saying something negative or harmful towards black people. Every day. Every fucking day. And you know what happens to a lot of them? Nothing. Absolutely nothing happens. No one repudiates it. We don't even get them blocked. Most of the people that were pulled off Twitter were pulled off for political reasons. We're finding that out now. They weren't pulled off because they were talking bad about blacks. Matt Taibbi, formerly of Rolling Stone, just released a report of him along with Elon Musk on the Twitter platform showing that they were dropping people off of Twitter for political reasons. Not because those people were saying bad things about black people. In fact, no one cares when people are dogging out black people. So you know what I would not be? I would not be an instrument used against other black men just because you want them gone. No, I'm not going to play that game. Because when it's time for the white guys to go, you drag your feet. When I think someone is damaging to the black community, that's when I'm going to go for them. That's when I'm going to call them out. That's when I'm coming at them. Because you know what? Not enough people are doing that. So that's my job. That's where I'm at. Okay? I don't have to disendorse Kanye West because I never endorsed Kanye West. And even should you should not feel pressure to throw Kanye West under a bus when you never put him on the bus and you ain't been picking him up. Now, I feel bad for some of the black folks that work for these corporations and feel like they got to do whatever they're told to do. They're like puppets on a string. Well, you know what? It's always work at the post office. But over here, we're building a community that doesn't bow down, that doesn't kiss ass. We don't bend the knee. So Kanye West, what he said was horrible. I'm not co-signing it. I haven't seen a single brother or sister co-sign Kanye West talking about Hitler did some really good stuff. What person in their right mind believes that? But if we're going to be honest, if we're going to call things out, how about we call out Joe Biden? Stabbing the unions in the back. Joe Biden just forced the railroad unions to take a deal where they get no sick leave. Not a single day sick leave. Where's the angry outrage about this? See, I'm not hearing it. I'm not seeing it. What I'm getting is everyone pointing over at Kanye West on the Alex Jones website, saying things they don't like about events that happened 80 years ago. When it was time for you to stand up for us, you were silent. And all I'm saying is, keep the same energy you had when he was talking shit about my ancestors. When he was talking shit about 10 generations of black people. Keep that same energy. That's all. Refusing to join into the mob, going after Kanye West, you don't need my help. You already took $1 billion out the man's pocket. Why would you need me to chime in? Why would I and others have to chime in? I'm not your Steven from Django. Kanye West has had issues for years. But you were fine with it because it served a need. You were getting hits and clicks off his name. Now that he's no longer good for business, now all of a sudden it's time you want to destroy him. We'll do so without the help of us. Because when we wanted him reeled in, we could get no assistance. And don't come to me crying either. Talking about, come on, Tim Black, we're all in the same boat, brother. No, we not. Some of y'all are in yachts. Most of us, we're in paddle boats with holes in them. And you put them there.